everybody, James again. I'm at the Lafayette Campground entrance in the White Mountains, New Hampshire. You can see behind me, still got some snow, and this is the Falling Waters and Old Bridle Path trailhead. I'll be traversing this tunnel tomorrow and coming out the other side and going up the Falling Waters Trail, doing the Franconia Ridge and coming back down. But in the meantime, I'm gonna stay here at the Lafayette Campground so we can see. We'll get a little bit closer here in a minute, but there's the entrance over there. So we're gonna hike in over there. We're gonna find our tent site. It's closed for the season, but they allow winter camping. So you park in this nice parking lot here, the nice mountain view. Got the pack ready to go over here. The Granite Gear Verga 2. Verga 2. It's my first ultralight pack. Probably loaded down a little bit too much for this overnighter. But I want to make sure I have everything. And I don't own a complete set of ultralight gear yet, so we're working on that. But for right now, we're gonna head in to the campground entrance. You have to hike in, find your site because the gate's closed. Obviously, we're going to self-pay. There's a little booth over there, or sorry, kiosk. So you get an envelope, drop your 20 bucks in, put the receipt on your dashboard in this parking lot, and then go under the gate and then hike to a site, as far as I can tell. And I'll show you that when I get up there, and hopefully that's the case and we're following the rules. But you know, if anybody makes it to the vehicle and they have a question, they'll see the tag on the dash. I guess that's the idea. So without further ado, I'm going to get the pack on and I'm going to head into the entrance to Lafayette Campground. It's kind of impressive. It must be right on the other side of those trees there, up at the base of the mountain. So pretty excited. Tomorrow will be my first 5,000 footer. So we'll see though. But for now, we're going to head into camp. As you can see, some pretty extensive or in-depth directions telling you how to access the campsite. Trouble's going to be getting under there with the pack on. I think we're going to have to dismount and head under the gate. So we'll get started and show you the kiosk. Alright, so this is the trail map for the joint. It's hard for me to tell since I've not been here before. There really aren't any sort of instructions as to which sites you can stay on. I mean, as far as I can tell, you can stay on any of the tent sites, which, they're all tent sites. The only ones we can't stay on, I don't know if we can see up here, is 37 and then 93 through 98, which are on the back section, and then 37's over here, which is handicap accessible. So as far as I can tell, we can just really pick a site. The highway's here. We just came in by the highway. We're over here. So I may just head in and try to find something in the back that's a little bit more quiet. So we'll kind of explore around and see what we can find. All right, I think we've kicked around in here long enough. I'm in the back row of sites. So if you are looking to come to Lafayette Campground for the off-season camping and you haven't seen any other videos that were super helpful, I haven't. Lots of folks have stayed here. I've seen a lot of people starting their videos at their sites, but since this is my first time, and maybe it's your first time as well, it could be a little bit confusing on where you can stay, where to pay. So far that's what I've gathered. You can park in those parking lots. You hit the Iron Ranger, which is the green metal tube in the kiosk with your envelope with your site fee, and then you can hike in here and stay, and it looks like just in the back row of sites in the 90s, as you could see on the kiosk sign. So, you know, it's all the way up on the back road over here. It's a bummer that it's as close to the road as it is, because I can still hear it, and I'll likely hear it all night. But that's all right, because, you know, I'm from Rhode Island and I should be used to road noise, right? The good news is the path, or sorry, the path. I'm looking in the distance at my path for tomorrow, and, you know, it's giving me the nerves. So the good news is the view is pretty outstanding from this site right here. So you wake up in the morning, you know, and this is where you are. Hopefully you guys can, you know, see that pretty good. So like I said, I've wandered around long enough. I think site 97 is going to be home for the night, for a few reasons. The whole campground is sort of on a slant, on a hill, and these are really this is really one of the driest, most open and flattest sites. And I'm guessing that's possibly why they have these sites not reserved. These are the ones you're supposed to use for the off-season camping, as the other ones are pretty soggy and you can disturb the ground and ruin some things. And also it would make for a pretty miserable time. So that's it. Site 97 is home for the night. So I'm gonna go ahead and get set up, and maybe might hike around a little bit. I saw some small piles of wood at a few of the other sites, and I might make use of those. There's nobody here. I'm quite literally the only one staying in the campground right now. I've not seen a single other person. The parking lot has some cars in it, but those people are either on the trail or heading in somewhere. So, all right, we'll talk to you soon. All right, we're unpacking the Burger 2, the Granite Gear Burger 2. Let's see what we got here. Food bag's out. Oh, you know what? I almost forgot. Lots of people get upset about snow. I think it's fantastic, and I'm going to show you why. Woodchuck. Nothing crazy for this trip. Amber sweet red apple cider. And I'm going to show you a fancy trick. Don't tell anybody. So, I like it when we can hang on to stuff like that. It's about 60 degrees right now. It's beautiful weather, and I still have a built-in refrigerator, or sorry, freezer. Because first of all, woodchuck's not the best by itself, and it's definitely not fantastic when it's warm. So we're going to continue unpacking here, get the chair set up, get the tent set up, and stock up the freezer, and we'll see you in a few. the base camp is set up. Let me show you what we got so far. Pretty excited about this new tent. You wouldn't be able to tell from the footage because I did a poor job of my first setup, but it's really easy to set up. Basically just stake out the 4 corners and then drop the trekking poles in and use those to pitch the tent. So it is my first ultralight trekking pole tent. So far, big fan of it. It was about 220 bucks on Amazon from Drop. It is, let's see, the Drop Durston X-Mid 1-person tent. Designed by an ultralight backpacker for ultralight backpackers. I'm by no means a super experienced ultralight through hiker, but I am trying to transition my gear to that, to that point. Not for any reason other than personal comfort. I know a lot of folks are kind of on both sides of the fence, and some people feel like you have to transition, like that's the natural transition when backpacking. But I'm simply doing it for ease of operation. The tent packs up really small. It's super light. I think it weighs just over a pound. Comes with titanium stakes. It's fantastic so far. So not the biggest tent. That's the only thing I can see that I'm not excited about, but I wanted it small and light, so I got small and light. I'll show you what we got here. So inside is pretty great. It's got a weird setup. It sits the hiker or sleeping quarters on a diagonal in between the 2 trekking poles, and if you look on the outside of the tent, you can see that it's designed that way on purpose, which is kind of weird because the base is pretty much a perfect rectangle, and then your trekking poles are out of line so that you can fit the hiker in between them. But it's great because it is a double wall tent, which is the other good part about this tent, is the fact that it's so light. It's a double wall. The interior of it clips to the exterior and sort of hangs. So when you saw me set it up, like I said, didn't do a bang up job, but you can basically just roll the tent out and get it set up pretty quickly, and in the rain, so the inner part of it doesn't get wet. Or you can set up the exterior and then go in and clip in the interior. What I like about it is you can set up the outside, the rain fly, if you wanted to, and just stay in that. Or you could get that set up and just hide under it pretty quickly. I'm excited to have a place also to store the gear. I hate leaving my packs and things outside the tent. So for a small ultralight tent, it has a pretty impressive vestibule area. So I have tons of room over here, and obviously when we remove this little toggle and let this side down, the same distance or space that's over there just about you'll have on this side. So as you can see, it's pretty great. Folks generally that are like 6 feet fit in it pretty well. I'm only like 5'9". I got my boots on, so I'm not gonna put my feet in, but good size, pretty comfy, easy to set up. Like I said, keeps you out of the elements. So I've already got black flies all over the outside of it, which is kind of crazy because of the time of year. You'd think they'd be still on vacation, but they're not. But pretty nice overall, so I'm excited. This is home for the night. So we've got the REI Trail Pod 15 sleeping bag. Got my pillow in there, and my new sleeping pad is a Nemo Flyer. I've slept on it once already on top of the ice a few weeks ago. I didn't do a video for that. I haven't done many videos, but so far very happy with the Nemo Flyer pad. So I've got some new gear to try out, and here we're gonna do it. So like I said, camp set up. I'm gonna move that later, and we're gonna have us a fire over there. I'm probably gonna sit down and eat my snack, eat my fatty teriyaki smoked meat stick, and relax and enjoy this view. So in the morning, we're gonna wake up, bust down the tent, hike back to the truck, and that's where we're going. Somewhere's up there. My geography for this area is, I mean, it's awful, really. A lot of folks can sit here and pick out the mountains, which one's which, but I cannot. So we're gonna head in directly across the road. We're gonna go up the mountain, across Franconia Ridge, and then back down the mountain. We'll have more deets on that after. So for now, camp set up at Lafayette. Unfortunately, lots of road noise, but still a pretty nice place. Strictly hike in, hike out, carry all your trash kind of a deal. So I'm gonna have a snack. I'll probably hang up my yellow bag over there. That's the food bag. It's gonna be the bear bag for the night. I'm gonna hang it up. We'll probably use that tree. I don't know if you can see it. Somebody's got some line up there. I'm guessing that's where they hung theirs, and they didn't do it correctly, so they had to cut it down versus let the bag down. So we'll hang that up after. But snack time, and then I'm gonna hang my bag and go for a walk and pick up some firewood for this evening. So I'll check back in with you in a bit. Hey everybody. All right, it's getting dark. Probably can't see all that well. I'm just finishing up. I'm gonna hang the bear bag and try to chill by the fire a little bit, and then I'll climb my bag at some point. I'm gonna try to get an early start to tackle those mountains tomorrow. I'm pretty nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I know people do it on a regular, but you know, just kind of psyching myself out at this point. So I haven't done anything. It's 1,000 feet higher than, you know, anything I've done before. I think the highest I've done, I think, is it wasn't Mount Flume. It might have been Liberty. I believe Liberty's higher than Flume, but you know, that's like, I think 4,200 or 4,300 feet. And I think Mount Lafayette is, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, around 5,200 maybe. Like I said, I know folks do it all the time, but it isn't the greatest weather for it, and you know, it's a first for me. So all right, well, I think I'm gonna sign off here for the night, finish cleaning up, and then hit the rack, and I will check in with you guys first thing in the morning when we get the oatmeal and coffee going. Talk to you soon. Night. All right everybody, it's morning time. Packed up, all set with camp. We're gonna head back to the truck at the trailhead and rearrange the pack, drop all the stuff that I don't need, shelter, sleeping bag, rearrange my food bags. I have a little bit too much in there for a day hike, so I can drop as much, you know, weight as possible, and then I'm gonna get to it. Just look at these things. I've had to look at them for like 6 or 7 hours yesterday, and then this morning I was like, oh man, hopefully I can do it. But like I said, people do it all the time. It's just not been my experience, so we'll see how it goes. So I'll see you back at the truck. All right kids, here we go. We're leaving the Danger Ranger behind and we're heading in. Wish me luck. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, here we go. We're gonna head up Falling Waters Trail, up to Little Haystack, Mount Lincoln, Mount Lafayette, and back down Old Bridle Path, a Greenleaf Trail and Old Bridle Path. Whew. See if I'm ready for this. Beautiful. See how long we can go without the crampons on. If it gets much steeper, which I know it will, I'll have to put them on. A little worried about wearing them and walking over normal terrain. Here we go. Sun's peeking out. Just shed my beanie for now. Let some of the heat out. Already getting pretty warm, so. Ooh. I think it's crampon time, guys. Snazzy. Let's get to it. Oh joy, water crossing. All right, we made it. Now up. Oh, this is hairy. Man, what a cool place. Holy shit. Sun's finally coming over the top of the mountain. Oh, definitely not in the needed shape for this. But slow and steady. Slow and steady. Pretty steep, you probably can't tell in the video, but my legs can tell. Up and up. Holy cow. It's getting a little cold, starting to get cold, so I gotta really start managing the sweat and the layers. I stopped already to open the coat as soon as I turned this corner. Got pretty chilly, so that's pretty amazing. Let's get a picture, shall we? Pretty good idea why they call it Falling Waters Trail. Woohoo! Oh. Let's see here. Another crossing. Trying to take it easy on my spikes. Probably shouldn't wear them on the rocks, but as soon as you get it down with a rock, it's right back to the snow. And we go up. Ooh. I think we're gonna head over to the side here and see some spikes from some other people. It's a steep angle. Falling Waters Trail. All right, in the water we go. So far so good, I guess. Not really sure. We're moving along. I stopped to take a break for a moment. I'm getting awfully sweaty and awfully hungry. So I'm gonna have a quick snack, a little bit of water, cool off a little bit, hopefully dry up a little bit, and then get back to work. But you know, you try to shoot videos of this stuff and it just never does it any justice. So, all right, snack time and then back to work. folks, we have essentially summited Mount Little Haystack. Yeah, I think I misspoke earlier in the video and said it was something like 3,000 feet or something like that. I don't know why I said that. It's about 4,700. So we're getting up there. Pretty incredible. And this is where we're going, Franconia Ridge. But I have to stop, take the crampons off. I've got to eat something. So I'm gonna probably put some sunblock on my face. Eat something, drink some water, take the crampons off, and then head out again. So we still got lots more to do. Lots more to do. We did it, children. On the top of what I believe is Mount Lincoln right now. Sorry, not Lincoln, Lafayette. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna make it up here. I've developed a new term also, hiker envy. When somebody passes you and is making tremendous progress and you hate them for it. That's what I like to call hiker envy now. So, I'm gonna chill up here for just a minute and then start making my way down and eat, drink water, all that good stuff. Got a few miles left. So we did it though. We're up there. It's pretty amazing. See you in a few. We did it, or I did it. If you watched and you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Oh God, just gotta make it to the truck now, start my 3-hour drive back. I'm pretty excited about today. It's not a big deal for some, but I summited 3 mountains, or added 3 mountains to the bag, and in the White Mountains, 2 of them are over 5,000 feet. So that's cool. And I saw the Franconia Ridge, and I did it all in a day. It's 5 o'clock now. I started at 8 a.m. So, like I said, lots of folks do it. Still pretty excited that I got to, though. So, Let me get to the truck and I'll talk to you guys.